If you have $10,000 to spend on modifying your Land Cruiser 250, this video is gonna be for you. This is where we would start. We'll also talk about some things you could do to take it to the next level and some other options along the way. If you're looking for a budget build, we already covered that. There is a black Land Cruiser 250 in the thumbnail. We'll drop it right here as well. A link will be below. This is gonna be a step up. This is my wife's Land Cruiser 250, and these are the things we chose. She likes to get rowdy off-road too, so we're gonna talk about what we've done so far and what's on the horizon for this beautiful new Land Cruiser 250. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, then you've probably stumbled across my wife's 5th gen 4Runner build that we did. We talked about the Bilstein 6112s and 5160s being the best bang for your buck in that video. It still accounts for a large percentage of the suspension work that we do here because it truly is a lot of value for the dollar spent. But this is a much nicer vehicle to begin with. It rides really, really well. I don't want to put value suspension kit on this truck if we're doing a full suspension replacement. If I'm thinking value build just to get bigger tires, I'm thinking Westcott kit because it just makes sense. It's very inexpensive. I stepped up into the Radflow extended travel 2.5s with resis. This suspension isn't like going full-blown crazy with adjusters and everything. It's just reservoirs for higher performance and extended wheel travel that is gonna get used in this because my wife actually likes to go off-roading as well, and it rides so nicely on-road, even with these 35s, well, pretty close to 35s, we'll talk about that soon. But the Radflow 2.5 shocks just feel amazing. They're made in America, in California. It is a smaller operation than, you know, the likes of King and Fox, but I'll tell you what, these shocks feel amazing. We've never had a customer complain about getting Radflows on their truck, and I'm happy to support them on this Land Cruiser 250 build. The coilovers are $2,310. The rear shocks are $530 each. And we paired this awesome Radflow kit up with Icon tubular upper control arms that have the Delta Joint Pros in there. A really nice, kind of worry-free upper control arm that we're not gonna have to mess with a whole lot. Those tubular upper control arms are only gonna set you back at about $700. And of course, you have to get rear springs in the rear. They're running close to $400 for rear springs on the new gen stuff. With a 6-hour installation time and a 1-hour alignment, with Paxes and everything, you're spending $6,300 for full, proper, high-end suspension. Everybody wants their vehicle to have bigger wheels and tires to a certain degree. When they come from the factory, they look like they skipped leg day. So you gotta get bigger tires. What's cool with the new gen stuff is they're making it easier to fit larger tires. And in this case, we chose not to go with a full 35 because that is going to require some trimming. We wanted to avoid trimming as much as we could. So we went with a 315/70/17, which is basically a 34-inch tire. The eyeball test says it's a 35. If you say this is a 35 and you don't read the sidewall, you wouldn't even blink. It does look like a true 35. This, of course, is the Kenda Cleaver. And this is their AT version, which is 3-peak snow rated. The compound is fantastic. They're really warranted until 50,000 miles, and I don't think you're ever gonna have to warranty them. I've been running Kendas now on several vehicles, and I'm completely in love with them. Even the RTs, which is in between a mud terrain and an all-terrain, feels amazing in the snow. But because my wife is driving this and she's got her kids in there all the time, I wanted to make sure it's gonna stick to the snow as much as possible. So we went with the AT. If you're building just a strict daily driver, I would recommend the AT. The only difference is the RTs look a little bit more aggressive and they're gonna perform a little bit better off-road than this, but what a great tire for the money. These Kendas, believe it or not, they are only $250 each. That's insane. Again, $250 each, and that's a 34 with a 50,000 mile warranty. You cannot beat Kendas, period, end of story. Let's talk about these wheels, Method race wheels. Oh my gosh, I've talked about Methods so much lately because I truly do love them. These are the Method 703s, and that is a positive 35 offset. This is gonna give you the look of a 0 offset on the older gen Toyotas. So if you have a 3rd gen Tacoma 5th Gen 4Runner and you're getting into this vehicle, the wheel poke on a positive 35 is now the equivalent of what used to be a 0, and that's because Toyota made the stock offset more positive. So it used to be about a positive 35 for stock, and if you got a 0 offset, it meant your stance was wider. Now the stock offset is about positive 60, so that means if you go out about 30, which is millimeters from the center of where the wheel surface is mounted, if you go out 30, that's gonna put you right where it's not too aggressively wide, but it has a much better, more aggressive looking stance. So all that stuff combined for the wheels, tires, new lug nuts, which are only $67, and your price of a mount and balance, which is just 1 hour, comes out to just shy of $3,200. So it's definitely not a budget build because the suspension, wheels, and tires, all proper, all high-end, very nice stuff. The suspension, again, is made in the US, and it is rebuildable as well. You're gonna spend $9,500 for this suspension, wheel, and tire package. It's worth every penny. This thing drives like a dream. And I haven't talked about it a whole lot yet, but these new Land Cruisers, they're all hybrids, and it is the turbo 4-cylinder hybrid. This thing absolutely rips. It makes me upset that my new Tacoma is not the hybrid version because I just have the turbo 4. The difference between that and this hybrid that all the Land Cruisers have is insane. One thing I want to mention about Land Cruiser 250 shopping is that I would avoid the 1958. There are 0 bells and whistles. This is the Land Cruiser trim. So there are some options. It comes with leather. It has a heated and cooled seats. It has a sway bar disconnect. And I think out the door, this was a $70,000 vehicle. Toyota absolutely nailed it. I love this thing. That is really why I don't want to go inexpensive value stuff on the suspension, wheels, and tires. One thing we always do to our shop trucks is a Sherpa rack, of course. There are neighbors up north in Berthoud. They're about an hour from here, and they are manufacturing the best roof racks on the market right here in Colorado. And they're just great guys. We love working with them. They have the strongest roof racks on the market, the quietest roof racks on the market, and just the smartest build. They use a rubber system to mount these to your roof, which means you don't have to use silicone, but it also means it's not metal on metal up there. So it's quiet, it's vibration free, it's easy to fix anything if anything were to go wrong, which just won't happen. And you don't have to worry about putting any weight rooftop tent up there, but I'd recommend putting an FSR tent on top of your Sherpa rack. They just go together like peanut butter and jelly. You should put an FSR tent on your Sherpa rack. This one right here is $1,500. It's the Sherpa Atlas for the LC250. It looks better than any other roof rack on the market. And again, it's stronger, so it's gonna be just something that's worry-free. Installed out the door, we charge 2 hours. You are just about $2,000 with tax to get this roof rack on your vehicle and have it all set up for your FSR Aspen V2. Another elective mod that we did on this Land Cruiser build was PPF, and this is a full paint protective film wrap. PPF is known typically as clear bra. People usually just put it on the front of their vehicles to hit the rock chip area, but people are now doing entire PPF wraps. So we had Lucas at Alpine PPF do this wrap at Pure Blind, our favorite wrap shop in the whole world, and they laid some vinyl over the top of this PPF. There's an entire beautiful video about this entire wrap that Leo put together while we were at Pure Blind, and I'd recommend going and watching that if you're interested in PPF. Just know it's quite a bit more expensive than just a vinyl wrap, but it is self-healing, it is gorgeous, it is protective. There's a huge warranty. I believe it's a 10-year warranty on this PPF. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry, Lucas. We'll put a little disclaimer. We do not take responsibility for the warranty claims here. We actually don't sell this stuff, but we'd be happy to connect you with Pure Blind and get all your wrap needs taken care of. And it's like $8,500 to do this, okay? So it's more than a normal wrap, but it is an investment in the protection of your asset here with your new, very expensive vehicle. Colorado's tight trails have a lot of trees that get pinstriping all over your paint. We paid a premium for the wind chill pearl, and this is like a matte PPF over the top. It's crazy because it's not quite matte and it's not quite gloss and it's not quite sparkly, but it really kind of tricks your eyes, so it makes you do a double take, and I totally love it. We got the Toyota license plates here. My wife is Taylor, so I did that. She's extremely embarrassed and she's gonna hate this part of the video, but I love you, Tay, so forgive me. So that is phase one of my wife's LC250 build. Total out the door is gonna be about $20,500 to get this exact build done here with everything, labor and taxes, all that fun stuff. It's amazing looking. It sounds like a lot of money, but this is premium stuff being done. Again, the PPF wrap accounts for $8,500 of that. So if you wanted it without the wrap, plan on 14 grand. Now, phase two is gonna be really exciting because we have Descent off-road armor. We're doing a dual swing rear bumper, high clearance stuff. We're doing a front bumper from Descent. We're doing their rock sliders, and we have some surprises coming for this vehicle as well, but we'll have to get to that later. So make sure you like and subscribe and stick with us to see phase two. And also, guys, we have some really exciting news coming up that we're gonna share with you in the coming weeks. We're expanding, we're going big, and I can't wait to share that news with you. Stay tuned, stay here at Mountain Yotas, and if you want this build done, hit us up at MTNYOTAS on Instagram. Just give us a call, stop by the shop. However you can get a hold of us, do it. We'll take care of you once you do. Have a great day. Thanks.